Stunned Angela Rayner gets mocked and called out in Parliament, a royal connection. In the heart of Westminster, the air crackled with tension as Parliament convened for a session that promised fireworks. The cameras flashed and the buzz of whispered conversations filled the room, but all eyes were on one woman, Angela Rayner. The deputy leader of the Labour Party, known for her fiery rhetoric and unapologetic style, was about to face a storm that would shake the very foundations of British politics. As she entered the chamber, Rayner appeared confident, but the whispers grew louder. Rumors had circulated that a particularly scathing critique of her performance was about to drop, one that had been meticulously crafted by her political opponents. The stakes were higher than ever, not just for her career but for the Labour Party's standing in the wake of recent royal events that had captivated the nation. Only days before, a scandal had erupted involving a member of the royal family, sending shockwaves through social media and news outlets alike. Speculation swirled about how this scandal would affect public opinion and the political landscape. Could it provide an opening for the Labour Party? Or would it overshadow their attempts to capitalize on it? As Rayner settled into her seat, the tension in the room was palpable, and the clock ticked steadily toward her moment in the spotlight. The Speaker of the House called the session to order, and the atmosphere shifted. Rayner's heart raced as she prepared to respond to the Prime Minister's latest policy announcement, but she could sense a storm brewing. It was then that the leader of the opposition stood up, a smirk plastered on his face, ready to deliver a blow that could either elevate or devastate her. Angela, he began, his voice dripping with sarcasm, what do you say to the claims that your party is more focused on royal scandals than the real issues affecting the people of this country? The chamber erupted with laughter, and the mockery was palpable. Rayner's face flushed as she tried to collect her thoughts, knowing that this was not just a personal attack but a strategic maneuver aimed at undermining her credibility. But just as she was about to respond, a hush fell over the room. The door swung open, and in walked a figure cloaked in royal regalia, Princess Eugenie. The unexpected entrance sent a ripple of intrigue through the assembly. What was she doing here? Was this a sign that the monarchy was stepping into the political fray? The questions raced through everyone's minds, casting a shadow over Rayner's moment. Eugenie took a seat in the gallery, her presence a reminder of the intertwining of royal affairs and political drama. Was she there to support the government, or was she silently backing Rayner? As the session continued, the focus shifted between the two women, the political titan and the royal figure, each representing different facets of British society, and the stakes were rising. With the tension mounting, Rayner finally found her voice. The royal family has always been a part of our national fabric, she asserted, her eyes locking onto her opponent with fierce determination. But let's not forget the real issues at hand, healthcare, education, and the cost of living crisis that affects every family in this country. Her words hung in the air, but the laughter from the other side quickly drowned her out again. Just then, the speaker called for order, but the mockery continued. The opposition leader turned to the gallery and pointed at Eugenie. Even the royals can't help but witness the circus that is the Labour Party. More snickers erupted, and the atmosphere was electric with derision. Rayner stood frozen, a mixture of disbelief and anger coursing through her veins. Was this truly how her colleagues viewed the struggle for the hearts of the British public? The session reached a fever pitch as Rayner prepared to deliver her rebuttal. She knew she had to strike the right tone, balancing her passion with the need for respect in the face of ridicule. The clock was ticking, and with every second that passed, the anticipation grew. Would she be able to turn the tide? Would the royal presence lend her the strength needed to combat the backlash? In a final, desperate attempt to regain control, Rayner posed a question that brought the chamber to a standstill: what kind of government mocks its people in their time of need? The silence that followed was deafening, leaving everyone to ponder the weight of her words. But as the session wound down, a sense of uncertainty lingered. The royal family's involvement had added a layer of complexity to the political narrative, leaving viewers at home wondering what would happen next. Would Angela Rayner rise from this challenge, or would she find herself further entrenched in the mockery? As the cameras faded out, and the session concluded, one thing was clear: the political landscape in Britain was forever changing, and the connection between the royals and politicians was more intricate than anyone could have anticipated. What would Angela Rayner's next move be, and how would the royal family respond to the fallout of this parliamentary drama? Stay tuned, because in the world of politics and royalty, the story is far from over.